Hey everybody, Mike here, and it's time for another Uncharted update, a web series where I talk about all the latest news regarding the upcoming Uncharted live-action movie starring Tom Holland, and we have some very intriguing news this time around because we are just learning that the Uncharted movie is technically not greenlit by Sony like we all thought it was when Tom Holland was announced as Nathan Drake for this supposed Uncharted prequel to the video games. So, good job by the interviewer who made sure to ask Tom Holland on his Spider-Man Homecoming press tour about the Uncharted movie, because no one has really been doing that so far. So this guy in an interview asks Tom Holland just some type of information surrounding the Uncharted film, and he actually has some very interesting things to say, and that was that it's just kind of a discussion right now. He said that he was talking with director Sean Levy as well as the Sony chairman Tom Rothman, and really there's no true development going on right now. They've been in talks, they've been discussing it. Tom Holland said that he's really passionate about the project, but nothing is quite moving forward yet. And of course Tom Holland's going to have the Spider-Man film that he's going to have to be filming again. That movie comes out in a couple of years, or a few years actually, so he's going to have to worry about that, and the Uncharted movie would take quite a little long time to film because it's always surrounded by big action set pieces in the video games. Now, since this is a younger Nathan Drake, maybe we won't get the huge action set pieces, but we definitely have to have something like that in order to make this a good Uncharted movie, even though Nathan Drake is going to be young. Now, this could be some bad news for those who are, can't wait for an Uncharted movie. When they are in talks like this, and Tom Holland seems to think that just by the tone of his voice that it's really not moving forward yet, this Uncharted movie has been in development for years, dating back to probably a good decade ago, with Mark Wahlberg being attached as the lead role of Nathan Drake. We had Nathan Fillion when he was younger. He wanted to be Nathan Drake, and it's just been quite the journey to even get to this point in the development process for this movie. And even at this point, with a star like Tom Holland, with his great job with Spider-Man, and we have a script ready to go, we have a director who has done some good stuff before, and they still are not completely going forward with this movie. And you kind of have to wonder why Sony is so hesitant to get this movie rolling. And I think it might have to do with the script and the story not being quite where they want it to be. I talked about in one of the previous episodes about how this script was written as an R-rated movie, which is very, very worrying as an Uncharted fan. So you have to wonder if Sony's like, maybe we shouldn't do an R-rated movie, especially if we have Tom Holland in the role, who is, we gotta get the Spider-Man fans, the young Spider-Man fans, to see the Uncharted movie. And Uncharted, of course, is rated T in the video game, so, you don't want to alienate some younger fans. And it's just kind of like, maybe that's the issue. Maybe they really want to tone that down. And it could be multiple different things, and we really don't know because we have not gotten much information about an Uncharted movie at all besides, oh, here's Nathan Drake. But remember, like with Mark Wahlberg, Nathan Drake was cast before, and then that didn't work out. And now Tom Holland has been cast, but now we're hearing that the movie is not going forward yet. They don't have a time set for filming yet. They don't probably... I wouldn't even say that they're even scouting locations yet, because right now it seems like this is just a discussion. And I'm actually going to read exactly what Tom Holland said. The idea is to make an origin story for Nathan Drake, something we haven't really seen since the games take place later in his life. But at the moment, this is just a conversation. I sat down with Tom Rothman, and we sort of came up with this idea, and I sat down with Sean Levy to talk about this idea. And believe me, this is something I'm very passionate about, that I would love to do, but it just depends if it's going to work out. So it seems like Tom Holland's really interested in doing this, but he's just not sure if it's going to happen. So moving forward, it's going to be very interesting to find out if we're going to get any more news on this soon, or if it's just gonna go the way of how this Uncharted film has been in development in the past and just kind of start fizzling out and people start forgetting about it and it just doesn't happen. I could definitely see that being a thing. Would I be opposed to that? I don't know. Like, Tom Holland, he's a great actor. He did great in Spider-Man. That is the only thing that I've seen him in, other than Captain America Civil War, of course. But I'm worried about the fact that we're going to be getting a prequel rather than a true Uncharted game focusing on adult Nathan Drake. So if this does not happen, and eventually down the road we finally do get what I consider to be a proper Uncharted movie, I think that would be great too. So I'm kind of indifferent to where this goes. If it goes forward, okay, great, we get to see an Uncharted movie pretty soon. Even if it's not the Uncharted movie that I would personally want to see, I would want to see the adult Nathan Drake, but oh well. Now, if it doesn't move forward, then maybe I can look forward to having an Uncharted film that is more based on how the video games play out. So that is the news regarding the Uncharted movie. This could possibly mean that we might not get any news for quite some time now, so we'll end up seeing on that. To keep updated on behind-the-scenes stuff regarding the channel and anything else like that, make sure to follow me on social media, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And until next time, I'm Mike. See you guys.